There we go.
Awesome.
Feels good.
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting December 12th edition of the Ravens Flock.
Ah, yeah.
We
boy.
are
Freak out.
We are 13 days away
Say chic.
from
Freak
Christmas,
out.
and this week
Freak-
is the week.
Say chic.
Well, it's
Freak
been a
out.
polarizing week for nerds
In
because
essence.
we've won things and yet we've been disappointed with a couple of things. But I'd like to think the batting average is that we won a lot of things.
I like to feel like the scale is a little more raised on the positive side. Like, what was it again in the Egyptians? The heart weights a little less than the feather this time.
Yes, absolutely. I'm your host, Jose Casabona, and joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Always a pleasure to be here today.
And joining me on my right is the host of the Black Files podcast and also the man that puts in the man hours to bring us the best quality in our weekly content, Mr. Juan Arouse.
I will stop griping right now over the fact that we don't have anyone watching right this second. If one of you guys would donate me your shoulder, donate it to me right now, and I will continue to the end of time with this channel until YouTube dies out with a smile on my fucking face. God help me. Fucking help me replace the shoulder. There goes the F-bomb.
Give me a body part, damn you.
Yes, indeed, folks. And we are simulcasting right now on both youtube.com/The Ravens Flock and twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock online. If you're watching right now, hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell that's over here on the bottom right corner
Right down
of your
here.
screen.
Right down there.
And
if you're watching it, and if you want to interact with us and chat with us, if you're on a desktop device, go ahead and chat with us in the comments over there. Angel, point to your left. There.
Hang on, wait.
My fist is pointing at your left.
My voice gives me super strength.
Or if you're watching from your mobile device, then drop your comments and questions down below. We will answer it while we are live.
For the next 90 minutes, we are here to inform. We are here to entertain. We are here to give you our opinions on the news of the world. And most importantly, we are here to help continue making your voice our mission.
Yes.
Yeah, that's branding there.
It's still there.
Brandy Rhodes, take some notes, baby. That's branding lessons there for you.
Yeah,
I threw our slogan down for the show.
It's okay. It's okay. Do you know
Boom.
why?
Ow, that hurts.
Careful.
Jesus, bro. Your body's making noises human flesh should not be making right now.
I will kill myself for the art.
It sounds like you need health care. Should we ask Brandy to ask Tony Khan if he can hook you up?
Yo, Tony Khan, go ahead and buy the Ravens Flock. I don't give a fuck. We'll go ahead and chill out.
We will whore out as much as we have to.
Well, unfortunately, right now they're too busy because there have been certain developments in the world of professional wrestling on the good side for once.
Bullshit. Are you telling me we're going to go for 1 week without the WWE kicking poppies or throwing newborns into a paper shredder? Or...
Yes, because for the first time in a while, what I'm going to talk about is not WWE related. Well,
So
it kind of
it
is
begins.
in a sense, but hear me out.
All right.
So on last week's December 2nd edition of AEW Dynamite, their special edition called Winter is Coming.
Yeah, they did this shit on my birthday. Go figure.
I know. Last week's AEW Dynamite show drew in 913,000 viewers. The
Fairly big number.
The show had the return of the iconic wrestler, the former WCW World Champion, the franchise player, the man known as Sting.
Oh, our
is
homie
back.
Nora Otaku's joining us on the chat on YouTube. Thank you. Hi there, Nora. She's saying, I've outgrew Christmas, but you guys are awesome. Have happy holidays. Does acupuncture count? Juan, no, I don't want acupuncture. I want someone to come in with a scalpel, go ahead and take a shoulder of a human being and go ahead and swap mine out like a Lego piece. I am a human Lego and I am volunteering. No, actually, no. Lego doesn't count. It's far too intricate.
It's a Bionicle.
No, it's a Duplo. Juan, I am a Duplo piece.
Juan, if we
fucking help replace me.
Juan, if we give you
Please.
if we give you a robotic arm and shoulder, would you be able to live with it?
I will, but Angel's gonna envy me for the rest of my days because he's a cybernetic fetishist.
Let's do it just to spite him.
If anything, I'm going to brag relentlessly because one will be forced to acknowledge that cybernetic transhumanism is, in fact, the superior choice to the weakness of the flesh. Also, hi Nora, how are you doing? It is a pleasure to have you with us today once more. Hope you'll stick around. We got
All
some
right.
really exciting news for you.
All right,
Yay.
let's not pull each other's arms here. So getting back on topic here.
High frequency shoulder blades. One.
So last week's edition of Dynamite featured the return of the man known as Sting, and also a change in the main event picture. We have crowned the new AEW World Champion Kenny Omega with the help from Executive Vice President from Impact Wrestling, Don Callis.
I
Okay.
haven't heard the name Impact Wrestling in years.
Okay, you may remember them as TNA Wrestling,
Vaguely.
the joke wrestling promotion that we tell you about all the time, thanks to stupid Dixie Carter, thanks to Vince Russo for crying out loud,
And Eric Bischoff had
Yep,
a hand in
and
it.
Hulk Hogan. They all had a hand in trying to get this one promotion that's supposed to be the biggest competitor ever because they're funded by the Panda Electric Company.
I'm sorry, the what?
Yeah, no, in Georgia and in the southeast here, there is a giant energy conglomerate called Panda Energy that for the longest time had been funding TNA Impact Wrestling to diminishing returns in the quintillionths of the 10th power.
Ouch.
It's that bad.
The only
Oh,
advantage
that was my phone. Let me mute this
that was
thing.
your phone.
The only
Okay.
advantage that Impact Wrestling has is longevity. The promotion has been around since 2002 until present day. And yes, even though it has been around for nearly 18 years, because of the backstage politics and poor booking decisions and poor booking choices,
It's become a joke.
It's become a joke. Their TV ratings have dropped. They've dropped TV deals. They started at Spike TV, one of the biggest,
AKA the Man Channel.
the man. Yeah,
I
well,
actually miss it back in the days when it was so unashamedly bold about the size of its balls.
they dropped from Spike TV to Destination America to Pop TV to eventually Access TV.
Isn't Access TV the one that is like on channel 99 that only shows you like schedules of other channels?
No, that's
Nah,
Pop
me-
TV. Pop TV used to be TV Guide channel.
So
I was
they
about to
went
say-
even below that.
Yes.
Yep.
How do you hit rock bottom,
Dude,
pull out a
okay,
shovel, and keep
one of
going?
the stupid stories on it was Spike TV specifically said, hey, we'll continue funding your god-awful promotion, but this son of a bitch, Vince Russo, the guy who claims he invented the Attitude Era of professional wrestling, the dude bro from New York who makes all New Yorkers look bad
Oh,
because he's
God.
such a fucking he's so
Damn.
okay,
He is horrible.
We got a new one, by the way.
Centipede. Okay, thank you for that.
Yes. He hates professional wrestling, but that's beside
No, he doesn't hate professional wrestling. No, the executives at Spike TV said literally, that guy, don't put him anywhere near your promotion at all.
Wow.
We will continue throwing money at you no matter how badly you're working. Just quit having this guy work at your company and we'll be fine.
He's
Why
that bad.
is he ratings poison?
Because the guy he doesn't understand how.
Let's not waste
to
too much
build-
time, but go on.
I'm trying to cliff note this on as much as possible. He doesn't know how to actually build storylines to make sense. He's known for what's called shock and crash television. Like, oh hey, the championship just changed hands over here, but wait, there's another guy who's coming in. He's gonna interfere here. Oh my god, this guy's coming in over here. He's throwing everything in the kitchen sink on one match at a
so
time.
his entire narrative is just a script with the words "and suddenly" just repeated over and over again.
Bro, dude, yeah, he thinks that this shit worked so well in 1998 and 99 with the WWF. Surely I'm a creative genius. No, it didn't work well because of him. It worked well because Vince McMahon took elements of that, stretched it out over weeks in order to make a storyline work, and then it worked and made sense. This guy, and of course, Vince with Spike TV telling them, "Hey, don't hire this guy. Don't keep him on payroll." Guess what TNA was doing?
They kept him on payroll.
And they kept it a secret until the fucking guy tried to email someone within Impact Wrestling for like, hey, dudes, I need you to check this out. But he emailed the wrong dude who was an executive for Spike TV with the same name.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So long story short, he was a major factor. One of the many
Ignore that.
factors that has led to the decline of Impact Wrestling. They're now airing every Tuesday night on
Thanks.
Access TV, drawing in an average of between 100,000 to 150,000 viewers.
They went from 950,000 to 100. Wow, that is an 8 times reduction.
But
on fucking Tuesdays.
However, after the last episode of Dynamite, when Don
Which was
Callis,
last week.
yes, which was last week, December 2nd, Don Callis cut away saying, "Hey, you want to know more about what happened? Tune in to Impact Wrestling Tuesday night on Access TV." So lots of people tuned in on Tuesday night. And Kenny Omega was there in an interview with Josh Matthews. Basically, he cut a promo saying, hey, I'm a collector of comics. He's also a nerd. He's a weep. You'll like him.
Of course.
He's a collector.
He's also kind of a prick.
He's also kind of a prick. He's
So
a
I
wrestling
like him even more now.
No,
He's
I
a
mean,
wrestling artiste.
Oh, he's a pretentious prick.
Yes.
Perfect. We need more like those apparently, because those seem to be the only ones able to grab the wrestling industry by the balls and lift it somewhere.
He basically proclaimed saying that he's going to be collecting all the championships. And this basically leads to a joint
This is
partnership.
Kenny Omega.
That's Kenny Omega. Folks, you're not
Nice
going to see it,
abs.
but you're going to have to Google it.
Jesus, look at that belt. You could make an entire door frame out of that thing.
That, if I'm not mistaken, is the
IWGP
Wait a
Heavyweight
second.
Championship.
Wait a second. You said he's going to be collecting all the championships.
That's what he says he wants to do. He wants to collect all the belts, bro.
So are you telling me that he wants to catch them all?
Ha!
Does he want to be the very best, like no one ever was?
Yes.
His appearance on Impact on this week's Impact Wrestling certainly did a
Thanks.
huge bump in viewership. They got a
They
huge,
went from 150,000 to
well, on TV viewership they got a 33% increase to 255,000, and on Access live streaming they drew in 750,000 viewers.
Wow, that is literally the exact amount that they lost. Then again, considering the fact that TV is a dying art right now and streaming is where it's at,
Yep.
that is genuinely that is impressive. That literally put them right back to where they were before.
for
Yes,
one
indeed.
week.
And of
Just-
course, they also had good wrestling matches. Actually, saw some. They opened up the
Well,
match
yeah.
with a really good, like straight up one-on-one, no bullshit match between Chris Sabin of the Motor City Machine Guns and Josh Alexander of the North.
Sometimes you just gotta cut out the gimmicks and give the people what they crave, and that is violence.
It just goes to prove to show you that there are hidden gems in the shit. You just gotta squint your eyes hard enough and look for it.
Block them out of the septic tank and polish them. Nice.
Nora, oh, that stupid Pokemon intro song. Oh, you love it.
You love it.
You love
Say
it.
what you
Don't
will.
lie. Your soul
Say
knows the
what you will.
truth.
Say what you will about the show, but the openings of the show were actually pretty damn dope.
Indeed.
Now I want to get into a discussion here because here's the thing. Even though they don't publicly announce it, but AEW does have a current working relationship with Mexican AAA wrestling promotion. They also have a working relationship with NWA, United Wrestling Primetime,
Interesting.
and recently there's been a shift in the management structure for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the current manager right now wants to be in working relations with AEW. And now that this has unfolded, like, think about it. What could be the benefits with all the wrestling promotions working together with AEW?
It could be pretty big. It seems like a feedback look of promotion. You know, like this show came in, they basically scraping themselves from the ashes, and suddenly they just went right back to massive popularity for 1 week. And
because they just happened to have, oh, hey, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion came by and said, hi, I'm the AEW World Champion.
My name is Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite wrestling ring in the city.
They all AEW also has. Thank you. Hang on.
Oh no, I killed him again. I'm sorry.
I'm loopy on
Stop
pain
killing
medicine.
him. We need him.
No.
I'm loopy on pain medicine, folks. Please excuse me. I'm going to laugh at just about anything.
All right. AEW also has the advantage of airing Wednesday nights on a popular cable TV channel, TNT. They have national.
They know drama.
They have national TV on their side, which is tough for the other wrestling promotions to have.
There's also the fact that as we know and as we have seen week after week, the wrestling industry in general has taken a massive Godzilla-sized fisting from this whole Corona problem.
Fisting.
So they will happily grab onto anything that shows bigger numbers. And right now, well, let's be honest, 700,000 plus viewers is not a number to scoff at. Even if only because the champ showed up to say hi, it's still promotion. And right now, that's good PR. So they will chase, and let's be honest, considering what we know about WWE right now, they will chase every little bit of good PR they can get their hands on. They need that shit.
The trick here is that also AEW brings in other people from these other promotions to wrestle on parts of their programming.
Cross promoting,
AEW Dark, for example, they have the NWA World Women's Champion, right?
Yes, they have the NWA Women's Champion Serena Deeb, who's also under contract with AEW.
Yeah, like the funny thing is that
Ah.
AEW's contracts allows for like, oh hey, if you guys are booked in some other promotion, and so long as it doesn't interfere with any schedule that we have for you here, go ahead,
Bring them
make
in.
that money, and we'll talk to those guys too. So we'll go ahead and feature. Oh, they want to book you as a champion. We'll go ahead and we'll
Really?
push you for that too.
Yes,
There's
indeed.
also the fact that this makes them look good. Because let's be honest, you will take any opportunity you can to look better than WWE.
You know what's
in a heartbeat.
You know, it's another example, a really good example. Kenny Omega is not only the AEW World Champion, but he's also the current Mexican AAA Mega Champion. He's a champion of 2 promotions.
So this is the Virgil of the show. He's the Alpha and the Omega.
Yes.
He's got everything.
And he's also contracted with AAA along with Angelico, Jack Evans, their tag team called the Hybrid 2, and the Lucha Bros, Penta El Cero, and Rey Phoenix.
Damn.
Yep. So these independent
This is
guys.
a fighting game roster you're telling me here.
And of course, Omega and Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley are also contracted with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
What do they have to do with Japan, though?
New Japan Pro Wrestling. Japan brings in gaijin for
okay.
attractions.
No, fair enough.
As a matter of fact, the fun fact is before AEW began, Kenny Omega was a big star in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it was when Chris Jericho was signed and announced that he was going to show up at New Japan Pro Wrestling to challenge Kenny Omega. That was what sparked people's interest in, oh, hey, maybe we could bring these guys back over to the States and have a national promotion here. That could make All Elite Wrestling.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Which is why Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega are some of the cornerstone guys of the company now.
They are literally anime characters. They are connected to everyone and everything.
This isn't the first time that's happened. Back in the early days of WCW, they also had a joint partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they would bring in their talent to feature on their programs on TBS and TNT.
That makes more sense.
And Nora's over here saying that's amazing, and you're right, it is. It's wild, and that's a little bit of wrestling history there for you. The smaller promotions that try to carve out a niche where the WWE has so much of a domineering fucking stance in the marketplace for professional wrestling, the only way for these guys to survive is to align with each other for occasional cross promotions.
Now I have a bigger question. Now we have to look on the other side of the coin. What would be the possible I don't want to say mistakes, but what could happen on the flip side with this joint partnership with other promotions?
What's the risk, you mean?
Thank you. I could think of one is that it's good to showcase talents from other promotions, but at the same time, AEW also has improvements that they need to do. Case in point, their women's division needs serious improvement.
Yeah, and where are they going to get the new women's talent, or where are they going to get the direction for it? Oh, wait.
We need more women with muscles.
They're going to work. They're going to work over with these other promotions. Oh, wait, these promotions are paying them better. Oh, I guess they're not going to be working with AEW anymore. See, that's the problem.
It's all business in the end.
It's a balancing act where you need the wrestlers to align. Basically, they need to figure out which of these promotions is their home turf. Is where are they going to be dedicating the majority of their time to, and with what company are they going to align themselves with, and they're going to stick with one company overall because it'll give them the most exposure on TV. It'll give them the highest pay rate. It all comes down to capitalism, right, Angel? It comes down to who can
live in capitalism.
Yep, I knew. I set you up for that. It comes down to which promotion will pay them the amount that they want to be paid, and which promotion will give them the schedule that they want to work, and which promotion will give them the creative opportunities that they want. So that's what it all boils down to. So it's like playing tug of war, but in 5 directions.
Right.
You can't have one promotion being too strong over time.
Money represents strength, and whoever has more money can thug the hardest.
Which at this point is AEW.
AEW has the advantage of having more capital and also having a contract with TNT.
They also had the advantage of having a marginally better reputation than WWE.
For their 1 year run as the wrestling company, right now they're on a good track. Yes.
I mean, if nothing else, our recent elections has shown us the power of running under the platform of at least I'm not the other guy.
Yeah, I know.
It worked.
Tonight, Impact Wrestling is supposed to have their pay-per-view called Final Resolution. I have no details as to whether or not the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega is going to appear on the pay-per-view, but he is scheduled to come back to Impact Wrestling next Tuesday on the 15th at 8 Central.
Only on Access TV. If you don't know how to find it, we don't blame you.
But that's just it. That's the problem. Until I started watching Impact again, I didn't know what the hell Access TV was.
Do they even have any? Do you think that they would make online promotions or something?
Funny story.
Oh.
Do you remember where Impact Wrestling was streaming
Twitch?
for a while ago? Yes.
They were streaming on Twitch.
They used Impact Wrestling
so that's
used
what
to
that was for.
they used to stream on twitch.tv/Impact Wrestling. But they ran afoul at the terms and conditions and the fucking the fucking horror that is the oversight of the rules and the fucking
3 million DMCA strikes later.
Yeah, pretty much.
and
But-
they got kicked off of Twitch.
But like I said,
Damn.
there are hidden.
It was so funny. It was so stupid.
It is stupid. And like I said, there are hidden gems in Impact Wrestling. They certainly have their good tag team division of themselves. Their knockouts division is superb.
Which is the ladies.
yes,
Their
indeed.
women's champion, La Virtuosa, Diana Perrazzo. She is top tier shit right there.
Yes.
And so is one of the contenders over there, Jordan Grace. You need to check her out. I'm going to pull up a
Yeah,
photo
you
of
go
her
ahead
just
and
so
pull
you
up
can
a
see.
photo.
Look it up right now.
Yeah, Jordan, Jordanne Grace.
And they also have a couple of old school veterans in Impact Wrestling. They've got ECW veterans Rhino, Tommy Dreamer. They also have Heath Slater. Well, he's now
Damn.
Heath. Yep.
Let me see her. Let me see if you pulled up the right girl. Oh, yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Damn.
Damn.
Dude,
This
yes.
woman's got cake.
She has got
That
cake.
cake is
with
filled with
icing.
fucking-
with
that's
no,
not
with
icing.
buttercream icing.
That's made of protein powder, my man.
Oh, protein powdered
That is
buttercream icing.
muscle cake.
So make no
Mm.
mistake, there are some good things about Impact Wrestling. The only disadvantage right now they have is that they're in a channel that nobody watches.
They are buried under layers and layers of strata of, do I really have the time to do this when I could just be in another channel?
Exactly. But with the joint partnership, Impact Wrestling actually benefits more because now they can have their talent appear on Wednesday nights on AEW's program.
Nora's over here calling us perverted nerds.
Excuse me,
Like,
you're right, but shut
my
the
dear-
fuck up.
Yeah, we may be perverts, but once upon a time, you were too.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
There is nothing wrong for heterosexual men like ourselves to admire the beauty of the female. We ain't simping. All I'm saying is,
Although she's got a Patreon and an OnlyFans, if I
Yeah,
remember
man.
correctly.
Why would you not simp, dude?
because I do not simp for anyone, not even death. But I can certainly recognize a beautiful
Thanos
woman
does.
when I see.
Okay.
Yeah, and look what happened to him.
Hey,
He wanted
what's up,
a,
you-
he desired a crump of
Whoa,
dead
whoa, who's
vagina.
on? Who's
and he
on?
got
that'd be our
crumpled.
friend Stefania from the planet of Nerds saying, "Hi, you guys. Hi there."
Hi,
Hello,
Stefania.
Stefania.
We were
How
just
you
talking
doing
about
today?
the joint partnership with All Elite Wrestling and Impact Wrestling, along with other wrestling promotions. It is fantastic.
But at
It
this current moment, we're talking about the virtues of simping and not
There are
simping.
no virtues in simping at all.
Uh-huh.
There never will be.
Except
No, there is no except.
What if it's your friends? Would you simp for your friends?
No, that just means I'm helping my friends. I ain't gonna simp for them. Listen, let's
You're
put
helping
this-
your
No,
your-
no. It is time for us to make a statement.
well, he's making a statement.
He's
Go
making
ahead.
a statement.
By which I mean us. Shut the fuck up. I am your voice now.
No, you're not.
Well,
Here's
he-
the point.
The problem is he kind of is.
Do you know what it means to simp? To simp is when you dedicate far more money and attention to somebody of the sex you are attracted to in hopes of getting some, even though it's clear that that person has no intention of ever getting together with you. That is what
Okay,
simping
see,
is.
that's what. Okay, if you're using that definition, there's a difference.
That is the dictionary.
Okay. What did she
awards-
say?
So Stefania is saying there are no virtues in simping, so you're right about that.
Exactly.
And Nora's saying I don't simp for anime males.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, look at the
fine.
bright side, though. At least the anime husbandos, not like real people, will never let you down. Point in case.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap that up because
Right,
yeah,
so-
getting back on the subject here, but yeah. All right. So there are benefits. There are huge benefits, and we could be looking at a huge revolution going on in pro wrestling. Tony Khan caught some flack a couple of weeks ago when he was tweeting about, if you watch it for a couple of weeks now, the balance of power will be shifting. This is the balance of power shifting, according to Tony Khan, and he says in his recent tweet. Thank you guys for watching. The balance of power has shifted into the favor of you wrestling fans.
That is good because, let's be honest, the wrestling fans have been getting jerked around real hard for the last few years. It has not been a good time to be a wrestling fan as dirty laundry pile after dirty laundry pile keeps coming out of WWE's closet.
Here's the problem that I think we're facing with that, though. The whole defense of hey, at least we're not these guys, that can lead to having blinders on like nobody's business, where you can't actually objectively critique the product that they're putting out.
Because you're so convinced the other option is so much worse, no matter what this one does, that you begin to not see the problems.
Okay, I could say this from a viewer, from a person who watches the programming. A lot of the storylines in their programming for Raw and SmackDown, it's kind of hokey. It's really like hokey child shit.
So nothing risky, nothing that breaks them all. Just
true,
very basic shonen shit.
But then again, if you look at some of the stuff that that AEW puts out, a lot of it is kind of dumb.
To be fair, though, you guys have been fans of the wrestling scene for years. Could it be that you're simply recognizing the same beats you have seen so many times before, and you're just hungry for something new?
That's actually very very true. Yes. Like we recognize, like, okay, the whole thing with that they had, for instance, one of their big evil groups, which they had like 1 million big evil groups in AEW for the longest while.
Too many villains.
Yeah, like calling themselves like the Dark Order, the Nightmare Collective.
Crawling in my skin.
You have one tag team.
The wounds that will not heal.
You have one tag team of big burly dudes, like one big burly dude with a giant mustache, and another burly dude
that has a leather mask.
And they call themselves the Butcher and the Blade.
Listen, I saw something like this on the internet, and it had nothing to do with wrestling.
Okay, but the problem, the problem with that is, like, yeah, you have a nefarious like group of like, these guys are clearly not to be fucked with. But the Blade's girlfriend, Allie, she shoehorns herself in different shit, and she's back with her man, and she calls herself the Bunny. I'm like.
And she has like this like sick, like crazy, like horror looking like white bunny mask on.
And it's like
wrestling in danger, women still most affected.
No, the thing is that we've seen Allie in her own in her own wrestling storylines before she joined up in AEW, where she was wrestling on her own, not like, oh hey, I'm teaming with my man or I'm teaming with this people. Like, it's like she's got enough like charisma and enough personality to go out and on her own. She doesn't need to leech on to her man's tag team. Let them be the nefarious evil things. They don't need the like halfway sexy, halfway weirdly out of place blonde girl as their sidekick. They don't need that.
Don't you hate it when you just want to hang out with your bros, but the wife keeps trying to get in the middle of your
pretty much?
Like,
but that's just
the dark. The Dark Order. There's like 15 people plus everyone's favorite comedic wrestler, Cole Cabana.
Boom boom.
Your favorite?
Our boy.
Yeah,
he's your favorite.
Yes, he is. But like the problem, like, he doesn't fit in the Dark Order at all.
I'm sorry, I can't imagine Cole Cabana as anything resembling threatening or evil.
That's the point.
That's the point. That's the problem.
It's like Toad from the X-Men.
And the thing is that they actually like shoehorn him in, and his explanation is like, "What? These guys are bad guys? What are you talking about? They always treat me well.
Actually makes more sense.
They always treat me so well, and they always give me chances to like make the win in the match. So they must be good."
Doesn't that mean that he's Paul from Deadpool 2?
Shut up.
He only showed up there because of the ad.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. Well, despite the criticisms and despite everything else that we've talked about, it seems to be working. In fact, I've already covered it on the Wednesday Night War. This week's edition of Dynamite drew an average viewership of 995,000 viewers. They nearly broke 1 million viewers. Their highest viewership since their first episode on AEW Dynamite.
Geeks 5 Ever's watching us. How's it going, my man?
Hello.
Hey, just had a good seeing you, brother. Thank you for tuning in.
That being said, hopefully in the next coming weeks, we'll be seeing a flow of different wrestlers from Impact Wrestling. Hopefully we'll see new storylines, new clashes. Already people on social media are like tweeting what kind of favorite tag matches or one-on-one matches they want to have. So there are possibilities. There are possibilities ahead of us, and all we can do is keep tuning in every Wednesday, and I'm going to say this, and I know you're going to punch me, every Tuesday night as well.
Oh, come on. It ain't so bad.
That hurt me more than it hurt you.
It was worse.
You didn't have to punch me with that.
The psychological damage will scar you for years.
And like I said, and this is just one of the many, many awesome things this week that has put a smile on all our nerds' faces. However, I don't want to take up all the spotlight. There's 3 of us. I can't speak for us 3. So I'm going to pass the floor over to Mr. Juan Arauz.
Oh, boy.
Okay. You guys see that we have an order where we go through. You know what I'm going to be talking about. And Geeks 5 Ever is asking what's going on. Well, for the first half hour of the show, we were talking about developments in other wrestling promotions outside WWE.
As Juan's about to get into it, leave your comments, leave your questions about it. What do you guys think of the joint partnership between Impact Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling? Do you think it'll work? Do you think it won't? Tell us why. Leave your comments. Juan, take it away.
Yep. And now we're actually going to be talking about what's busted out on Thursday, which is okay. we're not gonna mince words around here when it comes to shit. Clearly, we have a love-hate relationship when it comes to the Disney conglomerations.
We love to hate them. They
and we hate to
us,
love them at the same
but
time.
they love our money.
And we love their content.
Yeah.
Like
no, we're not gonna deny it. Sometimes they put out good stuff.
It's true, and they managed to actually put out today. No, not today. On Thursday, the biggest fucking news, which was basically their upcoming lineup of like Disney Plus projects and film projects, which they're specifically saying, no, by the way, we're going ahead, we're putting this shit in movies. Before I forget, another thing that I wanted to cover, which was last week, but we couldn't do anything last week, was the announcement of Oscar Isaac announced to play Solid Snake in the live-action Metal Gear Solid movie, directed by the same motherfucker that gave us Kong Skull Island. This guy, he's already got the personal blessing of our Lord and Savior Hideo Kojima. Say it with me, gentlemen. Kojima is love. Kojima is life.
Fun fact, Kojima makes a cameo in Cyberpunk.
Of course he does.
He's dressed exactly like he dresses in real life.
It's just Kojima.
Exactly perfect.
Nice.
So he doesn't need cybernetics. He's already that cool.
He actually, you find him in the club talking about how he wants to make stories that touch people's hearts.
Kojima doesn't need cybernetics. Cybernetics need him.
He did warn us. But anyway, enough of that.
But enough of that. But yes,
it's time to talk about what happens in a galaxy far, far away.
Or rather, where to begin?
What's going to happen?
Oh my God, there were so many fucking Star Wars announcements for movies and live action series. Okay, of course we got season 3 of The Mandalorian. That's going to be coming up. It's awesome.
Yay!
The Mandalorian season 2 that's been out right now, it has been going on all cylinders and it's been beautiful. The stupid rumor that dumb broad Grace Randolph put out, like, oh, Pedro Pascal, the guy who's the Mandalorian, he's gonna be leaving halfway through the series, and he did not. And it's because he wants more face time. He wants everyone to equate him. And guess what?
What happened?
On this last episode, by the way, spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers now.
If you don't want to watch,
spoilers about the
tune
Mandalorian.
out now.
Okay. In this one episode, the little baby Yoda, Grogu is his real name, by the way. He's finally been captured by the evil Moff Gideon.
It took them 2 seasons. These people suck.
Yep. And originally, the Mandalorian, he's got enemies on all sides. Boba Fett, Tamora Morrison in, actually came in and basically said, "Motherfuck you! I want your badass Beskar armor."
I can't believe they brought out the knee rockets.
Yep.
Of all this stupid, dumb, cool shit, they had to.
He came back in his full regalia, and people were like, also trying to fat shame Tamora Morrison. Have you seen the motherfucker without any armor on him? He's like 60 years old and he's beefy. He is a beefcake. He will eat you. He will eat you.
That is Boba Fett. That is the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
People have grown a little too used to everybody looking like Captain America. Guys, a little bit of trivia. Most people with muscles don't look like Hugh Jackman during the X-Men movies.
Oh no. You think that's bad? Oh, no.
Please remember that. Hugh Jackman hated that because it forced him to dehydrate to the point that his muscles were sticking to his skin.
Jeez, oh no, I'm going to show you here.
Pleasant as hell.
Hang on a minute.
I'm actually going to show you just to make my point.
So while he's showing me that, it becomes pretty clear now that Disney has realized that, yes, you can make bank of the Star Wars expanded universe, considering the fact that even the people who hate Star Wars with passion beyond the burning sun, that's to say Star Wars fans, cannot stop singing praises about The Mandalorian. Even the people that don't like The Mandalorian are admitting that, no, the show is pretty good. It's got its moments. And the fact that it's doing so well and making so much money, I believe, is the reason why this massive explosion of extra content is coming out. Which one is it?
Okay.
That's him over there.
The dude on the left is Tamora Morrison. The kid on the right is Daniel Logan, the kid who played young Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones.
Well, look at that. Like father, like not son.
Do you want to fuck with that? I don't. No. He's the father of Moana, okay? You don't. Oh, no. I made this horrible joke with K-Storm in the scene where you have Boba Fett whipping the shit out of people, either with the fucking beating stick of the Tusken Raiders or with his fucking rifle shooting people down. I've got the fucking Moana song make way, Moana, it's time you knew the village of Matunu.
I do.
And he's beating the shit out of stormtroopers and it's so beautiful and stupid.
Consider the coconut.
What? No, yeah, he beats people in the fucking head and he gut punch and rocket punches them out of the fucking place.
So,
it's so fucking stupid. I love it.
As we have seen, The Mandalorian is so popular that it's doing the thing that most expanded universe things wouldn't dare to do, and it's bringing in original canon characters. We have the original Mandalorian man himself, and we have Ahsoka Tano, who, in a contrasting reaction from how she used to be, has received nothing but positive praise.
That's because she got character development over multiple series.
And because the series is doing so well, I believe that this was the tipping point that had all those Disney investors go, you know what? This shit is sticking pretty well to the wall. How about we start throwing something else in there? Because if this can make us this much money, if the fans still love the franchise this much after all the ups and downs,
Yep.
we can do something with it. So Juan, what exactly are they trying to show us there?
Okay, so we've got an Ahsoka live-action series starring Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano, so she'll be back.
Yay!
We've also got, okay, Geeks 5 Ever saying everyone's getting a Star Wars series. Star Wars Raven's Flock, the series, or Geeks 5 Ever, a Star Wars tale.
We have one episode and we all die.
Yeah, no, you know what? We might as well. We're the Rogue One of the Star Wars TV series.
But we'll die in triumph.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of Rogue One,
we are the
everyone's
one.
one of the fan favorites on there, Cassian Andor, played by Diego Luna. He's getting his own 10-part miniseries.
There you go.
That's cool.
And it's like before Rogue One, showing him being a rebel spy, being a secret agent, doing dirty work for the Alliance. Very cool. Diego Luna, he's top notch. We've got a story called Rangers of the New Republic, starring I think it's Gina Carano's character.
Of course.
What's her name? Cara Dune?
No, her name is Gina Carano.
Yeah, whatever. Like,
it's just Gina Carano flexing really hard. Her pronouns are Gina and Carano.
Yeah.
Shit.
But go on.
Okay. So
We also have...
we're also getting a Lando Calrissian live action series.
It's going to be rated R. It's just him fucking and drinking his way to the microwave.
Oh, God, Angel,
That's
shut
it.
up.
You know,
Hey, girl, want to check out my Death Star? Zip. I
Like,
replaced my balls with
you
a
know what the
black hole
worst part is?
singularity so they never drain empty.
You want to know what the worst part is?
What?
If you either have it young Lando with Donald Glover,
Yeah.
or if you have it with old Lando with Billy D. Williams,
Why
either way,
why not
it
both?
would work.
Why not both? Flash forward and flash back.
Yep.
Yeah.
They both have the same thing. He's just fucking his way through the universe.
Oh, my God.
He's the badass Glenn Quagmire of the galaxy.
I've emptied my balls all over this, brother. Pray I do not empty them any further. Ha ha ha.
They also have an upcoming movie, and I shit you not, Juan and I went bananas when we saw the video. Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Okay, for the record,
all the damn things.
Tonight we were supposed to play Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader for Los Amigos play in honor of that announcement, but we had technical issues, so which is why we were 15 minutes late to the show, and we gave you guys a setup of Jedi Fallen Order instead.
So how long before Cal Kestis shows up in this shit?
You never know.
You never
You
know.
never know.
You
But
never know.
the funny thing is,
Starskiller shows up.
the funny thing is that the little announcement teaser that we had showed Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984. She's at like an Air Force airfield, and she's rollerblading across the airfield towards her car. And you hear like a voiceover saying like, growing up, my father was in the Air Force. He was a combat pilot, and I loved him, and he told me all about his experience. And when he passed away, I wanted to honor that with my passion for talking about like pilots and air warfare and bringing that. I just couldn't find the right story for the right time. And you see her talking about this, like taking the rollerblades off, sitting at the trunk of her van or whatever, and you hear that she's putting some other like clothing on or whatever. She's like, but now I finally got the right story, and all I can tell you guys is I'll see you around. She puts on a Rebel X-Wing pilot. You see her walk away.
Shit.
She's zipping up the orange jumpsuit and walking over
To an
to a
X-Wing.
full-sized Incom T-65 X-Wing starfighter.
With enough money, that thing can fly for real. You know?
Yes, it
And
can.
That's when you have the announcement: Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
That is a okay.
All wings report in,
That is
motherfucker.
That is I like it. That is a very subtle, very powerful way to deliver a trailer without having to rely on spectacle. That is very impressive. I will give them that.
You gotta admit, and that shows another bit of respect for the woman. Like, I don't know how people can be like political about Wonder Woman. Like, no, fucking Patty Jenkins, she shot that shit down. Like, guys, it's about Wonder Woman. I'm not here to make a statement. She makes the statements by being the best version of herself.
There is a reason Wonder Woman is still right up there and about the best live action DC anything they have ever made.
Yes.
Mainly because this woman actually got the spirit of the character and the interpretation properly of the character. And there's a reason people have not. Honestly, I will mind her to actually direct more DC projects because She seems to be able to actually get the characters right.
It's like, guys,
She
it's
has
about the story.
She has the pulse on the DC characters.
She has
yes.
soul. She can read
Geeks 5 Evers
minds.
over here saying Star Wars Rogue Toddlers.
Wow.
Muppet Babies. No.
Rogue
y'all
Star
need-
babies.
Y'all need to stream PS2 old school games via Con Dios. That's something that we've been talking about. It's just a matter of like getting the fucking hardware to
the
work.
machine.
I gotta
Please understand, it is apparent to everyone who watches that we have a history of technical issues when nothing is perfect.
It's become a signature of your program to have something break minutes before it's
If
All
it
right,
ain't working,
hang on,
if
look.
we don't have a crisis,
guys, I got this.
fine, quick, come on.
The point is, we'll get to it. We won't be able to get to it very soon. And please understand, this stuff isn't perfect. And I'm pretty sure every YouTuber, every content creator, every streamer out there knows this, that, they have their own issues themselves.
Just imagine when we become B-tubers, what Juan is going to have to do to like
GTA San Andreas don't play as good as I remember.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It aged badly.
Personally, I enjoy the Miami one a little better.
So Juan, what about another announcement from one of the other Star Wars projects? A droid story.
Honestly, that was
It's
the most
bas-
unexpected
It's
one
just
for me.
it's just 3PO and R2D2, the
Are
adventures.
you ready for feels? Because I know how this shit works. They hook you in with a comedy, and then suddenly the actor inside the suit actually starts acting, and you go, ah, shit.
Also, I think we've covered this on one of our previous episodes of the Ravens Flock. They've also announced they also announced further developments of, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Star Wars: The Bad Batch.
What is that? Suicide Squad in space?
No. Okay. I got my mouth full. I'm trying to have a sugar rush so I don't focus on the pain.
Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah, go on.
I'm trying to give myself a sugar rush so I'm not focusing on the pain here. So they basically introduced the Bad Batch during the Clone Wars series finale, and they're basically like spec ops, dirty grunt work guys, clones in the Republic Army.
Expendables?
Kinda. Well,
Yeah.
one of them does look like fucking John Rambo. No, with the red bandana and long hair and everything.
Space doubles.
Yeah.
And-
I thought so. No, that is exactly what I thought it would be.
Have we seen a trailer of it yet or no?
Yeah, they have one.
Nice.
Check that out later. That sounds cool.
And also they introduced Ming-Na Wen's character in that as well. Okay.
Ming-Na, the voice actress of Mulan.
Oh.
Yes, the
Sorry,
beautiful.
I keep forgetting her real actress's name. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Ming-Na. Okay, motherfuck. How can
All
you?
I know is that she's hot.
Well, you should also
Kick
know
my
she's.
ass.
You should also know she's also in the Mandalorian as a mercenary by the name of Fennec
Nice.
over here, and so
I'm glad to see her get more work. She's genuinely a good actress, though. I mean that.
Well, Juan pulls up the picture here. We're also going to be seeing another series called Star Wars Visions, which is basically
it's
a
the
series-
Animatrix.
Wanda.
It's Star Wars Animatrix.
Yes, it's a series of standalone Japanese animated episodes from the Star Wars universe.
To be fair, I'm a little surprised Star Wars didn't do that earlier. I mean, even Halo got one of those before they did.
Yeah, but that's Halo. Okay, that's her character Fennec.
Nice.
See,
Wait a second. Why is that guy from the Addams family there?
that's Boba Fett, you jackass.
Bullshit.
Wow,
That's
you
Uncle
just
Fester.
you
You
just
jackass.
insulted Boba Fett.
No, I didn't. I love
Eat
the
him.
Addams family. Fuck you.
God damn it! Ow, fuck.
I like how even his armor looks old and shitty and archaic.
Oh no! By the
It's
next,
perfect.
by the latest episode of it,
He gets an upgrade.
No, his armor gets painted back over, so it's brand spanking new.
I got the DLC paint job. It only cost me $5.99. Thanks to the
You see
new
what I mean?
faction
People are
of the
saying like,
Mandalorians.
oh, he's
the
fucking fat.
EAs.
Fuck you. Boba Fett ain't
Dude.
fat.
First
Boba Fett
off,
ain't fat.
And even if he was, he could still kill you.
First off,
Yeah.
he's old. He's a mercenary. He's been doing this for years. You can expect the man to rely on perfect physical fitness, whatever. Second, I don't care how many muscles you have. A blaster to the face will do the exact same damage to you as it does to any other person of flesh and blood. The armor, the weapons make the man. It is the way. It is their way.
It is the way, brother.
This is the
This
way.
is literally the way, the show.
Actually,
is the
yes.
way.
No, I think I've shared
Is
them.
that why we don't see their faces? They all look like Wakandan
No,
knuckles.
funny thing about it is because in the whole thing, I think I'm going back to one of my first points. Pedro Pascal, it was they were saying like, oh, he wanted to show his face more. Well, guess fucking what? In this last episode, in order for him to try to track down and take back little baby Yoda,
He takes off the helmet.
he has to take off his helmet for a facial scan in order for it to work. And he's gone so vehemently. The character's like the cult like sect of Mandalorians that he's a part of, they never move their armor once they take a blood oath or whatever. He's like, fuck.
That's how
Fine.
it be, bro.
But that's because character development.
And
Also,
it's
wait,
just
does that mean that they basically wear the armor every day, even for daily tasks?
yes,
Even for sex?
yes,
Clang, 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 clang.
clang, baby.
That hammer,
This- that is
hammer
the
was
way.
actually a metaphor. They were having sex in the Forge in episode 1 in season 1.
But the point with that is that
King
anyone
Feige, you
like,
goddamn
the point that I
genius.
wanted to make with that is Grace Randolph, you're full of shit, and Pedro Pascal clearly cares enough about the character of the Mandalorian that he'll like, okay, I'm gonna stick with the thing on there. But if there's any times where you could sneak in, oh hey, can we see his face just for it to be important? It matters
It
in the
should
story.
be.
The last season, the only time you see his face, he's being treated by a robot droid. He's like, I need to treat your wounds. You have laceration on your face.
No,
I cannot.
my face.
No, I'm not. Like my culture forbids me to showing it to any person. I am not a person.
There we go. You know what that reminds
Fine.
me of? Reminds me
So-
of that little scene on Judge Dredd. Is like, you're not wearing a helmet, rookie. It interferes with my psychic abilities.
I thought a
think a
bullet
bullet
was
to the-
So a bullet to the head.
So would a bullet to the. I figured a bullet would interfere just the same. But yeah.
Well, I'm happy to know that the Mandalorian is doing so well that we're getting some old stars that I used to love so much.
And it's not just Star Wars, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe has also announced certain projects of their own. Juancho?
We're getting more news. A lot of it's being broken by our boy Andy Signor and his friends at Fandom Wire.
Please
We're
check the
getting
man
news. We're getting news of Dr. Octopus by Alfred Molina.
Which makes me wonder how he died.
Dr. Octopus block.
Different universe.
He sank into the water with the sun on top of
There-
him.
Different universe.
He summoned the winged dragon of Ra, and it was bad for him.
Different universe.
We've got multiversal shit going on.
This is
all of
just
this is
Spider-Verse.
here's how it's going. It's starting apparently, and this is all spoilers and shit, folks.
Spoilers.
So, well, a rumored spoiler. So
Oh, rumor. Okay, go on.
take this for what it's worth. It starts with WandaVision. It starts with the WandaVision series.
Oh.
We're seeing it like, oh, it's her and Vision living as a couple in different eras of sitcoms. No, it's not.
There's
Vision's
clearly-
dead.
There's clearly something fucky going on here.
Vision is fucking dead. She's losing her shit, and she
her
breaks
reality warping powers. You know, this actually something similar happened in the X-Men series called the House of M, where she did something similar, and she
No
grabbed
more-
reality and gave it a nipple purples.
purple nurple. She went
Purple
ahead and
nurple.
gave 3 simple words that live in infamy: no more mutants.
Yep.
And it was
This
reduced
didn't
by
turn
like
out to be-
98%.
This didn't turn out to be a necessarily good thing because many mutants needed their powers to even stay alive. And let's just say if you're flying above the city and your powers suddenly turn off, there ain't no soft landing for you down there.
Pretty much.
No, there is
Wanda,
not.
what the shit, woman?
We
Okay,
also,
so that leads into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Nice.
Where we're apparently, again, thank you to Andy Signor, our homeboy at Fandom Wire. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker joins in with Doctor Strange as his team up
never thought this
to
day would
bring
come.
back the multiverse back into shape. And they have to find a way to stop Wanda.
And then Garfield Logan shows up like, hey guys, what's going on?
Andrew Garfield.
And Tom Holland shows up like, finally, I have my own movie. What do you mean I have to share?
No, he doesn't.
hang
he
on.
doesn't mind
Let
sharing.
Juan. Yeah, let Juan.
And this was what we get to with our Spider-Man 3. He doesn't mind sharing.
Here's the
It's-
hilarious part though. The previous Spider-Man 3 had the problem that they had too many bad guys. Now we have too many good guys.
And
So
bad guys.
We're gonna get some battle royale shit going on here.
Also,
You know
guys, I hate to interrupt, but I also read an
Oh,
article.
Star Wars Trip to the Dentist. Star Wars, we ran out of names. Star Wars Space Trip to Walmart. I love how Star Wars characters are like gods in the comics and in the movie series. They become Booster Gold. Thank you. Thanks for that.
We
Keith
can wrap
forever.
this up nice and neatly with a single title: Star Wars: The Search for More Money.
Ah! Perfect.
That's nice and neat with the Schwartz.
But it works.
As
It
long as
does
the
work.
Schwartz don't get tangled again. Man.
Now,
Right.
guys, I actually came across an article, a possibility with Alfred Molina's character Doc Ock and the actor himself coming into the movie, and Jamie Foxx and his character Electro coming into the movie. They've already
That is
introduced
also a surprise for me.
that so far they've introduced us to the Shocker. They introduced us to the Vulture. They introduced us to
Sinister
Mysterio.
Six.
Are we going to get the Sinister
This-
Six?
we are
Who's the sixth person here?
It's usually Rhino because they need muscle, and we did have that guy in the comics.
That was Paul Giamatti.
Oh,
and a
God.
tank top
To be honest,
like a
though,
sweaty Russian.
I prefer. I like this one because
I crush you, I kill you, I destroy you.
That's just the Iron Sheik now.
No, that was
I make you humble with 10-inch rhino cock.
Oh God!
No.
Wow.
But we've all but
This
we
is
also have
terrible.
Tom
We
Hardy's
need to
Venom.
fucking go to jail now.
But we've got Tom Hardy's Venom. We've got Miles Morales in the background somewhere. We've got Emma Stone coming in, maybe, as Gwen Stacy as Spider-Gwen.
Where is
maybe.
my Madam Web? I want Madam Web in
For
here.
real, Madam Web would make so much sense.
Come on, guys. Let's
Guys,
bring
I'm just
her
more.
in.
I'm just more excited for Alfred Molina coming back.
Okay,
That's
we
cool.
also have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the beautiful Marvel Presents Kickboxer.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
No, I'm down because this is the closest thing we're gonna get to wuxia in cinema again for a long time. So yes, give me some kung fu.
So-
Give me some supernatural kung fu.
Also,
So-
we got our first trailer of the Marvel Disney Plus series Loki.
Yes. Oh, fun
Tom
fact.
Hiddleston's Bizarre Adventure.
Fun fact, he's joined on screen by none other than Owen Wilson as like his handler, I guess, for the temporal agency, the TVA that he
Wilson.
Owen Wilson. Wow.
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 No, for real.
Wow.
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 We
Like-
also have our first trailer.
So
of,
dumb, I loved it.
We also have our
Right.
first trailer of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Second trailer.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We saw new
The
suits.
White Wolf and the Birdman. Furry Convention. The Marvel series.
We saw a
Fur and
little
feathers.
bit of a video footage of Agent America.
That should be good.
Oh yeah, no, in the scene of Falcon and Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah.
That's the dude that's supposedly taking the place of Captain America.
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be a nightmare, and of course,
I want that
we-
motherfucker to behave like Major Glory from Dexter's Laboratory.
worse. We also have Daniel Brühl returning as Baron Zemo.
You know what? Good.
Like
Good.
he
I
broke
want,
out.
I want him to get his comeuppance and actually become purple mask wearing, crown on my head, sword in hand, dumbass villain.
Yes to the sock puppet. I don't know about the crown.
Maybe he gets
I
crowned.
mean, I know it doesn't fit his personality anymore and his backstory, but come on, man.
We're
Does
also-
okay? Geeks 5 Ever is asking. Marvel actors are getting old edition. Does the Loki series cost extra money? Damn you, Disney. We don't know. Maybe it'll just be part of
Dude,
Disney. Who
At
knows?
this point, Tom Hiddleston has so much money, he's probably funding this project himself.
You
Another
don't
thing
care.
that MCU announced, and I know you're excited for this one,
Mm.
it's hit you right here in the heart, in the Iron Heart.
I'm sorry,
what?
the fuck?
No, I wasn't.
No, that was one of the.
Okay. Yeah, Ironheart. The next generation, the girl who takes place.
We
of
doing
Iron-
this for real?
Yes.
Please give her a good backstory. The comics
Okay.
still don't make her a good character.
They can't hear you when you don't speak at the mic.
Please make her listen. I know they're gonna make changes. It's an adaptation. Inevitably, certain material will be altered for the sake of absorbing the audience better. Blah 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 blah. Make her better than the comic, because right now, and let me tell you, I mean, the comics continue to make her one of the most unlikable, entitled little shits in the world. Make her a good character. I beg of you. You don't even have to make me sympathize with her. Just make her a good character. That's all I ask.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Marvel, do not fuck this up. Mouse Man of the Kingdom of this on the knee. Do not fuck this for me, man.
I'll fuck whatever I want, bitch, and
not-
you'll love it.
Boy, my money's going on this shit.
Also, it's announced on the news on one of the news links that Christian Bale, who played Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, will be in Thor: Love and Thunder as as the villain named. I believe his name is Gore,
The God Killer.
the God Killer.
The God Slayer or whatever.
God.
You know what? Sure, cool. He can. Oh, speaking of Marvel actors, this is a bit disappointing. I
He's
apologize
gonna
for
die at the
deviating.
end. I can tell right now.
Yep.
Chris Evans, Captain America, is going to voice the CG movie of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
Yeah! To infinity and beyond.
This
And
is
you want to know you want to know the way they justify this? Like, oh, you're just replacing Tim Allen because he's concerned.
Oh.
No, for the record, number one, Tim Allen ain't Buzz Lightyear. He's the toy of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, man.
Chris Evans is the man that Buzz Lightyear is inspired by.
Also,
being Buzz Lightyear.
he could do the voice. He can do a properly heroic voice, and this is supposed to be a prequel when he joins Star Command.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
It's
I
the
like this.
fantasy, the tale, the mythos. So it's mythos within Pixar. Of like, if you were living in Toy Story or in whatever, you would turn on Saturday morning cartoons of Buzz Lightyear.
Man,
Of Star
the
Command.
actual cartoon for
That's
that
what I
show
was
was
gonna say.
It was
fantastic.
so dumb. I loved it.
That's what I was going to say. Why not make a movie? We already had the cartoon series.
We know that you are behind this jerk. Oh, actually, I'm not planning anything. In fact, he turns around, you see all the villains on the table. Anyone? Fess up. Any evil plans, nefarious schemes? And everybody just goes, no.
No, no.
Well, as you see, Lightyear, it's all fine. But I do have a fantastic surprise for the next fiscal period. See ya.
Like,
And the best part is when he turns around, he goes, excellent. Excellent. What is it now? Could you please sign my vacation form? Puts out a pair of fucking reading glasses on top of the arm. Fine. Do I get the yellow form or the pink form? Emperor Zurg is one of the best characters in fiction because it
it was
is
so dumb.
the epitome of a proper evil overlord because he's dealing with take over the world, but also ruling over the world is difficult as shit. Don't worry, I have a perfect way to capture him. Target the planet of widows and orphans. You fiend! I always knew that would get him.
Also, we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp in Quantumania. What the
Oh,
fuck?
sweet.
Shenanigans in the Quantum
Is
World.
that a
We've got the
She-Hulk thing?
Secret Invasion.
Yes,
we got
also have-
She-Hulk.
We also have She-Hulk, Secret Invasion. We have, I'm guessing this is going to be a Disney Plus series, I Am Groot.
This is most definitely going to be a Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
We also have a sequel to Captain Marvel has been confirmed.
Please give her a good script. I swear to
We
God.
have Moon Knight.
There is a
showing
good
up.
actress in there. Just give her a good script.
There's-
Fuck.
Along with what's her face with Ironheart, we have Armor Wars showing up, so that's going to be
So
nice.
There's going to be just a million people in suits of armor.
And apparently, they're going to have a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
You know what? You know what? It fits.
It fits. What
It
the fuck? Why
fits.
not? All right, I need to do something real quick, but also the beauty of all this shit is we don't have to worry too terribly about the fact that we have that we're missing all sorts of different like movies for Star Wars. We don't need movies
Not anymore.
Not for not in this climate. No, folks are very content just watching like TV series of it. That way they can sparse it out, and that way they can enjoy it little by little.
More importantly, they had time to develop the storyline, the characters, and take a nice, meaty, spongy bite of the extended universe cake,
Now,
which has been in the fridge for like a whole damn day now.
Now there have been other announcements from MCU and from Disney and also from Star Wars, and the information is available on the internet. But more importantly, what are your thoughts about these announcements? I know Geeks 5 Ever has said plenty on the Star Wars side, but what are your thoughts about the announcements of the projects that are being worked on by the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Disney? Are you guys hyped for it? Or is there any show in particular, any movie in particular that you're looking forward to?
Gee, I wonder.
Let us know in the comments.
All
Let us-
wings report in.
Yeah, I know,
motherfuckers.
right? Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you have any questions about it. We'll feel free to answer. Like I said, man, this has been an awesome week for nerds. However, oh boy, I hate to do this. I hate to take the controller and I hate to take the airplane controller and turn it into a nosedive because I'm about to give the floor over to Angel Mendez. Now, Angel, I know that earlier this week or on Thursday, they had the
I'm trying to
video
fix something.
they had the video game awards.
That is correct. In fact, a couple of days ago, there was a 3-hour show of the Video Game Awards. And boy, howdy, I'm about to bring the mood down on this motherfucker. Because
Hang on, before you do so,
Oh,
I just
before-
want to confirm something that we got going on over here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
course.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought, man. Hold the award-winning speech.
Please bear with us, our beloved audience, because we are, in fact, not alone in this galaxy far, far away.
Yep, as a matter of fact, I'm waiting for this to fucking load. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Here we go.
Frozen.
Come on, dude. Don't let me down. Okay, so it's sent. All right, so we're gonna be seeing an old friend of ours, a member of the Ravens Flock, who has not had a proper chance to jump in and join us on the program in some time. But thankfully, hang on a minute. Let me just see some of the comments over here. Oh yeah,
Go ahead. We'll read the comments until they pop up.
Wait, who is Angel talking about saying give a good show? He's talking about Ironheart and Captain Marvel. He wants them to be properly
Yeah.
characterized so that they don't suck.
Let me
Yes.
put it this way, while we're waiting for the connection to happen,
Yeah.
Ironheart is portrayed as, quite frankly, an enormous brat. And the comic book constantly tries to congratulate her and give her credit for a lot of shit that, quite frankly, she doesn't deserve. This stupid little child, despite the fact that she's a genius, like, here's her origin story in the comics. She's in class, and she asks her teacher to tell her she cannot be like Iron Man so she can have the motivation to become a superhero. And the teacher is like, why would I do that? You're a super smart girl. You could become anyone you wanted to. And she's like, no, but you have to tell me. She literally demands to be oppressed just so she can complain about it. And then she doesn't even make her own armor. She steals a bunch of Tony's designs. And basically every single character through the whole book just shields the hell out of this character so desperately. As if they really, really want you to like her, but it misses the mark time and time and time again. Instead of making a character that I would like for being an underdog or a genius child or for whatever reason of characterization, you just give me an entitled rich kid that basically gets to become a hero because she felt like it one day. And I'm like...
Which is kind of muffed up.
It is kind of muffed up. I mean,
he's basically kissing her ass pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. It's no secret that every heroic character in the Marvel Comics is not perfect. They're always going to have their character flaws. Things about the character that you don't like.
Yes, the problem is that this person is not a hero. Like, throughout the comic book, she outright does blatantly unheroic things, and I'm still supposed to believe that she's a good person. This is one of those things where the character is just acting evil, but the narrative keeps telling me that they're good. And I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're not a good guy.
You can't force me to drink this tea, motherfucker. That ain't how that works.
No, it is not.
Now, the cartoon special that she had with America Chavez and Squirrel Girl actually was...
Ms. Marvel.
And Ms. Marvel was actually a pretty fun cartoon short that actually made those characters likable, which is something the comic books have failed to do miserably ever since all the good writers left Marvel.
Well, that's good.
It's wild, but it's also like a good sign of problems. Like, okay, there's clearly folks there who want to do right by that character.
Make the characters good.
So just give them over to the movie departments and have them work on that.
Let me give you an example of how bad the writing was in the comics. In the comics, America Chavez meets a friend.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Hang on.
Let's leave that for later.
We'll leave that for later. Here we go. We're bringing in a guest.
Hang on.
Alive still.
Of course he's alive.
Of course he is. Our man Sean, can you hear us?
Hey. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Holy shit.
Thank you very much for joining in. You are live, my friend.
How's it going?
Hello, everyone.
Howdy, bro. I know that you could see us in a little pixelated because we use a webcam for that, but you'll see us perfectly. We see you all full screen, 5x5. You're good, brother.
His hair is getting bigger. He looks like Otacon more every day.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I have not gotten a haircut since COVID, basically.
Nice.
Shit, that's what's up right there, man.
Well, the person is gonna look like the Thing from the Addams Family.
Well, speaking of COVID,
that's cousin It.
Well, speaking of COVID, how have you been keeping, man?
Oh, things have been going pretty well over here. We've been socially distancing and stuff. Mostly, we just go exercise with our personal trainer.
And that's good.
But we're staying healthy and staying sane, so that's good.
Well, that's good. That's good. The same for me. You know, I've also been working out. But I'm actually glad that you hopped on. This is the most opportune time. Angel is about to go over the details of this year's Video Game Awards. And you know what? At this point, I'm going to turn the floor over to you and Sean. Go ahead, guys. Take it away.
First off,
go nuts, gentlemen.
First off, it feels good to hear from you again after all this time, and I'm glad that you and Janae are doing perfectly well. Hopefully, you guys stay like that. It's been a rough year for everybody, so let's try to get through it, shall we? Now, as we know, were you there for the Game Awards? Did you actually saw what happened there?
So I actually did not see what happened. I heard what happened. I thought about watching them, but I was actually in the middle of moderating the Snow's Giving Discord server, so I did not have a chance.
Perfectly fine.
I'll be happy to take over the narrative on this one if you don't mind. So, I got myself some information. I'm going to run real quick to all the announcements that were done on this one so you guys can know exactly what's going on. It begins like many other Game Awards with Jeff Keighley stepping onto the scene looking like he just had 3 ounces more of cocaine that was recommended by his local physician. As seen by the amazing Sonic shoes that he was wearing.
That was cool.
I'm not kidding. The dude walked in with a suit and blue Jordans. It was the most goddamn out of the way thing I ever saw in my life. So let's begin with the announcements. The actual show itself was kind of a downward slope, as in it began on a height and then it just slowly went down while you waited for the good drop to show up.
It's almost as if they crafted it to like, okay, guys, we're going to show you stuff that we know you're going to like and you're going to enjoy, just so we could set you up and that way you're not quite as bad or sour, hopefully, when we let you down.
Alas, there was quite a bit of letting down.
For instance, of course, we had announcement trailers for a 5th Mass Effect game and Sephiroth showing up on Smash Brothers Ultimate. Yeah. People were fucking losing their minds, and I just love the cute little bit of like, oh shit, he just stabbed Mario? No, this is Nintendo. He just has him by the suspenders.
You are lucky
that was so
that
cute.
He liked Odyssey.
That was so cute. But
yes, it began big with the announcement of Sephiroth as a DLC for Smash Brothers Brawl, and the dude got himself a pretty good entrance, slicing the previously unstoppable final boss in half, and I swear to God, the best part of that trailer was Cloud's face, because he doesn't even look angry anymore. He's like, every damn time I get out of the house.
He's too busy having flashbacks to like comprehend what's happening.
Exactly.
like-
He's not even angry. He just looks exasperated, like, this motherfucker.
It's like I
I
can't have
can't.
one day apiece.
Fun
Can
fact, this was actually foreshadowed.
Really?
See, when you beat the arcade mode with certain characters, Cloud, in his presentation trailer years ago,
Mm-hmm.
Zelda took the place of his Aerith.
Oh no! What?
During the actual trailer, we see Sephiroth do the downward stab to a sleeping Zelda.
Oh, that is brutal.
Yes, and also, as a nice little visual gag, it appears that when Cloud uses his Omni Slash, it switches over to the Advent Children version.
Yes.
With all the floating swords and shit.
And
which
that was
is
fun. And if I'm
really
not
cool.
mistaken, they used the Advent Children version of the One Winged Angel theme
Yeah.
for it. So I was rocking out and metal heading through the whole thing.
We also
that was
got
fun.
to see that. Apparently, we don't get to see his full final smash, but we see him turn into his proper final boss form. Looks really cool. The style somewhat resembles an old school graphic on Square Enix artist. Very nice. Unfortunately, that was pretty much the only thing that gathered any hype for this, because at this point it started going down. So
When they started announcing the winners for the different categories, that's when shit hit the fan.
Let Angel run through.
no,
it.
Go ahead, gentlemen.
That's what actually happened at the end. So
Sean Angel, by all means.
Announcement-wise, we have Near Replicant version 1.22474487139. It's Near, but remade and remastered for the new versions, and you get to play as the younger main character, which was exclusive in Japan, Brother Near. So it's basically Near Twink Edition. Should be fun. We also revealed what appears to be a third-person flight combat simulator with dragons called Century Age of Ashes.
Cool.
Get used to medieval, because we're going to see a lot of medieval shit here. Cinematic trailer for, of all things, a new Perfect Dark game.
Oh,
That
wow.
that one turned a few hits, I won't lie. It appears to have some sort of imagery in Egypt. We see the pyramids, somebody with a cyberpunk haircut. The creators of Left 4 Dead, who no longer had the rights to the franchise, are making a spiritual successor called Back 4 Blood. It is pretty much the same thing. Team of 4 people fighting hordes of zombies, specialized mini-boss zombies.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks kind of fun, I won't lie.
Okay, no, I'm just like, they got some balls going in. Like, is it back number 4 blood?
Yeah, it's Back 4 Blood.
Just like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's exactly like that.
wow.
Go on, Angel.
We
Give
also
a good infringement of bounds.
have another third-person shooter called Hood, Outlaws and Legends. It's basically For Honor, but For Honor. It's just medieval fighting, the game.
Just
Get
medieval
used to
fight.
the word medieval. We're going to see it a lot of times here.
All right, go on.
To be fair, everyone loves medieval fighting, the game.
It is.
Of course.
It was pretty fun, so hopefully this one will be good too.
Naturally.
Scavengers opens closed beta, which is another third-person shooter in a sci-fi environment, but with snow. We have a crossover between Forza and Cyberpunk. That means you get a fancy car in Forza. Callisto Protocol. No idea what that is about, but apparently it's made by the creator of Dead Space, and it involves some poor dude getting French tongued by an alien inside a jail cell in space.
Sounds kinky.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
I mean,
To the fans of Warhammer 40k comes Warhammer 40k Dark Tide gameplay, which is another team-based 4-person shooter game, first person.
Available on mobile.
We got some feelsy-looking artsy stuff with open roads and out. Appears to be some sort of drama game. We don't know anything about it. It's just 2 women driving in a pastel color environment. Not really much to say. For those of you who enjoy detective action and visual novels, we have Disco Elysium Final Cut, which I haven't played it, but I have heard some really good things about the narrative of the game and how you actually solve the mystery. So if you enjoy some story-based narrative, that might be up to your alley. Dragon Age 4. No much else to say. Dragon Age 4. There we go.
okay.
No, as like, what more do you want? Dragon Age 4?
No, it's Dragon Age.
We
That's
have
not-
another 4-person team-based shooter, but this one is from the top down with a space theme called Endless Dungeon. Appears to be some sort of roguelike
Cool.
and space opera.
Okay.
Crimson Desert is the one that I really got me going. It's medieval. Of course, it's medieval.
Of course.
Yes.
But it seems to be a lot of sword and sorcery with some really, for lack of a better term, meaty combat. You could feel the power of the impacts, and you could see the screen shake when you throw dudes around. It appears to be made by the same company that made the MMO Black Desert, which it's an MMO, so I don't care much for it, but the gameplay is really good. So if they
Naturally.
can incorporate some of that here, I'm willing to give this one a try.
All right.
It also boasts to be both a single-player experience and a multiplayer with MMO elements. They haven't said much about that. We'll have to wait and see. Swedish chef from the Muppets becomes a mascot available on the game Overcooked.
What?
What?
Yeah, you can play as the Swedish chef in the really fun game Overcooked, which is, don't be fooled, that game is not fun. That game is a goddamn stress engine meant to raise your blood level.
The
and increase
crossover
the
that
divorce
we
rate.
didn't know we needed and that we definitely don't deserve.
Exactly, the hero that we deserve. An indie game called Season has been revealed. Nothing much has been shown. It has a bit of a 2D / drawing. It feels like one of those pastel color drawing styles. Doesn't really show much about it. Just the main character walking around.
Cute.
Right.
Looks pretty. Doesn't really say much. Call of Duty Black Ops Warzone gets a Season 1 trailer. And the fact that it's getting a Season trailer worries me.
Oh, yeah. Let's play some more Call of Duty.
You ready for some Call of Blops, Duty, Medal of Honor, Force, War Times, America? Fuck yeah.
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 All right, go on.
That's not programming our youth at all.
Vin Diesel returns in a stylized trailer for Ark 2. I didn't even knew there was an Ark 2.
What's Ark 2?
Ark 2 is a sequel to Ark, a third-person game which is essentially a roguelike. You wake up as a human being, a character of your creation, in an island filled with resources and dinosaurs, and it is your job to survive by any means necessary. And if you die, you lose everything and start right from the beginning.
Sounds like your kind of game.
Yeah, kinda. It is a little kind of bullshit sometimes. But it was fun building my own glorious dinosaur empire. Anyway, we're getting a sequel, and we're also getting an animated series of it, which, I won't lie,
Knowing Vin Diesel, not surprising, actually.
the animation looks pretty damn good. I won't lie. It kind of reminds me a bit of a Netflix series, but with like more budget.
Okay.
Actually, you know what it reminds me of? Remember Tarzan, the animated series?
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of like that, but with budget. And
Yeah.
dinosaurs, and a dude in armor, and people getting stabbed through the eyeballs. It was
All right,
perfect.
right.
So
Go on.
nothing like it. Go on.
Fall Guys gets a Season 3 trailer. Does anybody remember Fall Guys?
It's fine.
It was fine.
Square Enix reveals another third-person team-based shooter called We're getting a lot of those lately, anyway.
Yes.
Outriders, which is another third-person team-based shooter with a sci-fi twist. The visuals look nice, but at the end of the day, it seems to be the same thing. But in the world of shooting, here's another team-based shooter that I actually give a shit about because it's called Evil Dead. Yes.
Oh, boy.
And we get
Bruce
the man,
Campbell,
the man himself, the myth,
Ash
voicing
Williams.
the main character, ripping and tearing his way through the hordes of zombies with a bunch of friends. His team show like what appears to be a girl with a bizarre experimental gun, a medieval knight with a sword, and a big heavy dude with a really big blunderbuss.
This is Evil Dead. We're not expected to make
Yeah.
sense of it.
This
Army
is-
of Darkness threw everything out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the carton of juice that says 100%
Give me a second. Give me
All
just
right.
a second.
Is there
over
any
here
more
before I
announcements, or are
forget.
we going to get to the meat of the matter?
Ghost and Goblins is getting a resurrection of all things.
Ghost and Okay.
Okay.
Returnal is a third-person shooter where you play as an astronaut shooting aliens.
Right.
Super Meat Boy Forever, Oddworld, The Elder Scrolls Online Gates of Oblivion has been announced. Monster Hunter Rise, reminding me that once again I have to get a Switch. Among Us gets another map. Master Chief is now in Fortnite.
Of course he is.
Yay. And Scarlet Nexus, which is a hack and slash with psychic powers, looking kind of anime as shit, really is up my alley. Just Cause is another shooter coming to mobile. And the teaser for Mass Effect 4. We don't even have a name. It just said Mass Effect will continue. So we don't know what the hell's going on there.
Well, that's good. Seems like a good lineup so far.
Lots
right.
of announcements
So
were
far,
made,
okay.
But
All
then
right.
came the time for the actual awards.
All right. Tell us who won the awards and tell us everything
All right.
else.
All right.
Go over it, you
Sean,
two.
Angel, go nuts. Y'all two know more about this shit than I do.
So, the main contenders for the awards were Final Fantasy VII, the remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Doom Eternal, and Hades. Yes, of all people, a little indie game managed to make it all the way up there. And, of course, The Last of Us 2. So, here's how the awards went. Last of Us wins Game of the Year Award, Best Performance, Best Audio, Most Anticipated Game, Best Narrative, Best Action Adventure, Best Game Direction, and Best Innovation of Accessibility.
That's
Which
8
means that this entire
awards.
shenanigans was basically The Last of Us 2 show and company.
All right. Well, hang on a minute. Before we go any further, Sean, what do you know of The Last of Us 2?
Absolutely nothing, actually. I've never cared about this game at all.
Good.
Okay.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's like the freaking best thing since sliced bread," and I'm just like, it just doesn't appeal to me.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. That's what I don't understand because, as I mentioned to Angel earlier, every video game has an audience, but the way the narrative is described for this game, like, how does that seem possible?
It's misery porn.
I was actually just about to say that you called it misery porn while we were getting set up, and like,
Yeah.
oh God, you're right.
It's literally.
Before I forget, on our comments over here on our YouTube stream, Geeks5Ever was saying like some shit not making sense. OMG, fuck the Video Game Awards. No, fuck you, Last of Us 2.
As you can see,
All of this in rapid succession here. It's like,
now,
so we all knew where this was going.
All right,
but
right.
All right, so I'm looking up the plot on Wikipedia. It starts with after the events of the first game, so I'm already lost.
Yep.
Good.
I haven't played the first game.
Well, the good news, Sean, is that you save yourself $60 and several hours of plodding, boring apathy. So trust me, you are good to go, my dude. On this one, here's the deal. I'm not going to talk about the actual game plot itself because I've gone on rants about that. And what time is it?
We have 8:47.
We have time. We have 13 minutes.
Right.
So if you want to,
It would take
briefly,
me hours to define all the things I hate. But to put it simply, this game, let's get one thing straight. It is not a bad game technically. It plays just fine. Graphically wise, it looks fantastic. And music wise, it has a really good, solid soundtrack. In fact, I won't lie, it had a really solid contender for the music award there. I won't deny that. But here's the thing. This game deserves 2 awards only.
What do you think?
For accessibility, because they did some really good thing for colorblind people or people with like disabilities that couldn't play the game normally.
Yep.
And for the actress, because Laura Bailey, voice acting, did a genuinely really good job as Abby. I don't like the character, but the actress did a really good job for the parts that she was in to work.
Right.
The game deserves nothing else. It is a plodding, boring, ennui-inducing drag where everybody behaves as irrationally as possible just so they can suffer as much as possible, and where you're forced to do horrible things again and again just so the game can tell you how much of a bad person you are. You know
Okay,
who
so
did that
I
better?
read the 4 paragraphs of plot summary on Wikipedia, and my summary of it is that it's like The Walking Dead with more drama.
Pretty much.
Oh God.
People fight and sometimes zombies show up. In essence, in trying to tell a story about the futility of revenge, it instead tells me a story of how when you take revenge, you better get the damn job done. Point in case is, the game, for all the praise it received from the outlets upon journalists, it had an 80% return rate. In fact, the return rate was so high that after a while, GameStop refused to take any more copies. They were
actually saying, no, we won't take your thing this time.
There's pictures out there of piles of the game flooding the discount shelves.
my God.
And see, now, a lot of people come to the defense of this game, and I'm not going to shit on them because they like it. But you cannot deny the fact that at the end of the day, there isn't really that much to like about this game at all. So, people began to wonder if something was going to look fucky, because here there were 2 polls. The first one was the users poll, and the second was the official poll to decide the winners.
Right.
In the beginning, it was Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, Doom Eternal, and then Last of Us 2.
At the
Then
end.
Ghost of Tsushima rose above Doom Eternal, and it was almost neck and neck with Last of Us 2.
Right.
Now, here's where we reveal the power of publicity. The director of Hades posted a tweet saying, "Thank you to everybody. Our humble little indie game gets to stand on the shoulders of giants. We couldn't have done it without you, etc., etc."
Yeah.
The director of Ghost of Tsushima posts his own tweet going, "Thank you to everybody for sticking with us and supporting us to this beautiful achievement and creating the most amazing samurai game we could. We are very happy for you."
Right.
Neil Druckmann, director of The Last of Us 2 and now co-president of Naughty Dog, in the most amazing display of failing upwards I've ever seen,
The guy behind Last of Us and Last of Us 2.
posts, "Fans of the game unite. For every like that we get on this poll, a hater loses his caps privilege." Now, he apologized for the tweet and took it down later, but not without calling everybody a troll, because all apologies have to be backhanded.
Yeah,
of course.
that's not something that you
But it
say.
was too late.
Yeah.
Immediately after he made that tweet, the poll swung into the uppers, and Ghost of Tsushima promptly trounced The Last of Us in player's choice.
It was a godless mess. It was like, dude, really? Come on. Like I get if you want to brag, like, yes, we won. You don't do that by backhanding. By the way, everyone else who didn't like us, y'all can fuck off. And everyone, this wasn't made for the people who hate us anyway.
But wait, there's more.
It would have took like 5 seconds of extra thinking to like not do that.
You would think so, right?
One would think.
You're talking
Yeah.
to the guy who got his account suspended like 3 times on Twitter, and even I wouldn't post something that dumb. By the way, I won't stop posting. Those fuckers can't keep me away forever. Anyway,
Go on.
so going back on it, the fact that the game, regardless of its reception, continues to get praised over and over by the many media outlets that perform video games. The fact that the game has announced that they're already getting a TV series makes it pretty clear that this game was not made for the purpose of making a video game. This was nothing more than a glorified Netflix pitch. And it succeeded. They got exactly what they wanted. The game sold enough so they could brag about the sales numbers, but not say anything about the return numbers. By the way, every other game shows you that. They won't show you this one either.
If I'm not mistaken, once it comes down to refunds and resells, that doesn't go back to the studio or to the publisher. It goes to the retailers. It goes to the GameStops and the little game shops and all that shit. That hits them in the ass.
And then it gets better from that point on. So
lovely.
On top of that, then it was revealed that the polls that were announced, of those polls, our participation counts for only 10%. The other 90% is the influencers, the backers, and the companies, and the journalists, aka everybody who can be easily swayed to their side. So, despite the fact that it is clear to everybody with a working pulse that Doom Eternal, Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, and even Final Fantasy VII Remake are in general better games, no, like I said, once again, Last of Us is not a bad game. The other four are simply better.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Last of Us 2 walks away with almost every award. And just to drive the point home that they are basically trying to turn this crap into cinema, unlike the other games where the directors or the actors or actresses of the games or producers get to take the award, they got Christopher Nolan to announce the Game of the Year award for The Last of Us 2.
Oh, that hurts, man.
Somebody once told me...
That fucking hurts.
Somebody once told me the majority of video game writers are failed Hollywood writers, and never has it become more obvious than now that they are trying to take The Last of Us 2 and turn it into a TV thing.
Jesus, that stings. Fuck.
And it is pretty...
We already have The Walking Dead. I've gone over this.
Do it again,
we gotta repeat it, apparently. And
Neil Druckmann doesn't even look surprised when he gets the award.
Man.
Like, come on.
Ironically enough, you know who was the opposite of him?
Who?
The guy who announced No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
That game, after 3 years of updates, genuinely is a good game again. And the guy shows up looking humble as hell.
Oh.
And outright saying, no, yeah, we didn't have a speech prepared for this. We didn't expect to win anything.
Oh, yeah, no, like fucking, what do you call it? I think I shared something of his earlier. Hang on, I don't even fucking remember. The point is that like just seeing that that No Man's Sky is still out there and people are supporting it.
It actually became a good game.
That just goes to show, like, here we go. Sean Murray is the guy's name.
That's him. I gotta be honest with you.
Hello Games.
I hated this guy a while ago, but no, I'm not gonna lie. I was disgusted with this man and the shoddy shit that he put in front of my screen. But the dude actually put the effort to work on the game for 3 goddamn years. He could have abandoned this project whenever he wanted to. Like, he could have just left it and run.
If you go ahead and look up his Twitter page, it's at No Man's Sky. One of the posts that he put up was a video. It captioned me, a game dev, enjoying reading Twitch comments. And it's a picture of like these Asian dudes who are martial artists getting their balls kicked over and over and over. It ends with one dude getting a whole log like thrown right into his nuts.
But lo and behold, he stuck with it and he actually made it good. And you know what? For that alone, I can genuinely say I take back what I say about him. The dude genuinely has earned my respect because making a bad product is a problem, but it takes cojones in this industry to stay with a product that you fucked up and work on it until you fix it. I don't even know how he did it, but for that alone, the man has my respect. Meanwhile, Mr. Druckmann has gone out of his way to insult his audience, self-insert himself into his game. By the way, the character that looks the most like him is the one that gets the sex scene with Abby.
Oh.
By the way, for context, he's cheating on his pregnant girlfriend with her.
Tasteless wouldn't even be the word I would describe it. Like,
so lo and behold, this has done nothing more than to prove that the awards show. What was the words? Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not saying,
I'm glad that you're
money changed hands. I'm saying some dicks got sucked.
I'm glad that you're only coming in on this now, Sean, because like while this whole production and everything of The Last of Us 2 had been coming out, I've had to sit here with Angel on one side telling me about how disgusting this is, and other friends on the other side saying this is the greatest dramatic story. It has so much representation. It has so much.
And there's the divide. There's the 50-50 divide.
Allow me to use this moment to shut down one of the most prevalent complaints against the people that don't like this game. You just don't like it because you're transphobic. Let's get two things straight, motherfucker.
We ain't motherfucking transphobic.
Hang on. Let Angel. Yeah, go on.
There is one transgender character in the entire game. He is, well, I don't know if they identify as a she or he. I'm just going to call them they for safety.
That's fine.
That's probably a smart move.
Show up as a small side story of Abby, and their entire appearance is them getting their ass beat. The game hates this character more than anyone in real life could ever hope to.
It feels like the way they treated this character feels like the way Zack Snyder treats females in his movies.
Exactly. Feel bad. Doesn't it thug at your artery strings? No, it doesn't.
This is clearly cheap and shameless.
You clearly put this here just to like
feel bad for it.
No. You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Shinji. That kid needs a fucking hug.
Shinji finally got in the robot.
And yet, despite everything, it won 8 awards at the award ceremony.
Plus the Game of the Year award.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So, come on. Look at you can see the stains of garbage floating in the water.
Like I'm sensing utter just disappointment coming from you, Sean, in all of this, because it's just like insane, and it just.
No, you know what game deserved to win Game of the Year? Hades.
What?
Hades.
Dude. Hades was so.
Hades
good.
is so fucking.
Everyone, go buy Hades. Hades is amazing.
Supergiant Games releasing another banger.
Yeah, no.
Sister was good. Bastion was good. I never played Pyre because I'm not big on sports games.
The gameplay was a little shafty, but the story was pretty good. Well, yeah, no. It was just Hades genuinely did deserve to win. It was the most video game that showed up there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And as far as the people that voted, the journalists or whatever I don't even know what to call
the industry insiders.
The industry insiders.
That's a better name for them because let's be honest, they are not doing any actual journalism anymore, are they?
Yeah, let's call them the industry insiders. That's a little more.
They write commercials.
Yeah,
you go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to agree. Like, this seems horribly manipulated in favor for the developers for The Last of Us 2.
It's not even tilted; it's just slanted in like a 90-degree angle.
The whole thing of it is, the concept of of manipulating the scale by pressing your finger down.
Yeah.
They dropped a fucking rock, not just any rock, a rock that's encased in uranium.
It's the Kevlar powered boulder, just plump.
So not only is it terribly heavy, but it's also radioactive, so you can't get it off.
Oh.
And if you try, you say, "Oh, well, it's your own damn fault for getting irradiated."
Oh, and the poison is there because there has been already several cases of Twitter of the aforementioned journalists complaining at the fact that people are criticizing them because they're doing shitty jobs. These are the same people that instead of actually giving you a review for the PS5, go on a 3,000-word tangent over COVID and government problems. These are the same people that give you a 7-paragraph bitch fest over trans representation in Cyberpunk. These are the people that get paid $50,000 a year to not do their job right, and they complain about it.
Real quick,
yeah, I think we've criticized before on one of our shows on the credibility of these game journalists.
But I need to actually get over to the comments real quick. Nora's over here saying it sounds like a stupid game, and then after that she says, "That's gay. Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy Remake, Kakarot, and the list goes on. Deserves those game awards."
I love her final succinct position. That's gay.
Wow.
Damn, Nora.
Yeah, I know.
Just went right.
She's got zero filter.
This woman woke up and chose violence.
Pretty much. Sean, your thoughts about how the whole awards thing went out with these industry insiders, everything that we discussed, even the
yeah. I mean, if the game awards aren't chosen primarily by the players, then it's kind of like the difference between critics and people reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, right? Yeah. Like sometimes you get reviews where the critic reviews and the layperson reviews line up, but a lot of times you don't. And I think it's because people look for different things in games. And I think, honestly, I think that Game of the Year should really be primarily a, People's Award. And I know there's like a People's Choice Award, like a Player's Choice Award. But like, I think that players need more of an influence, because this is, it's not like the Oscars or whatever, where you like give individual actors awards, because a lot of people, don't look at like an actor's performance like over time throughout a year and all the movies they're in and like critically analyze it and stuff. But like, people watch movies, people play games, and they know what they like. And if you're trying to say with these awards that like, yes, this is this is something that people like, then it's got to be about the people. If you're having companies and journalists who, I don't want to say frequently, but like, meme, like in a meme fashion, don't even know how to play a video game, like how can you have a fair evaluation with that?
Cuphead. Yes. No, I totally agree with you there. We definitely need more player representation when it comes to this shit. I just want to I want to do some research on these awards programs, these award ceremonies, and see exactly what companies like fund this shit, so I know exactly where it all is. This is like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour 101. Follow the money.
Exactly.
Follow the rich white man, was it?
Yeah.
So like follow the money on there, and you'll see where the influence is coming from. So yeah, I totally get where you're coming from.
Wait, Angel, didn't you mention earlier that there was a Player's Choice Awards and it was won by The Last of Us 2?
No, it was winning by Last of Us 2 by a small margin. Then the tweets came out and Ghost of Tsushima just swept.
Nice. Okay, finally something positive.
Then they just told us that our contribution amounted to nothing.
That's
the worst part. The
bullshit.
fact that they blatantly tell you your vote doesn't matter, and the fact that they actually show you a list. There is an actual list out there of all the companies whose vote actually matter, and almost every single one of them is video game review companies, which can and have been easily bribed with free review copies. In fact, it's like a culture of counter-bribing and bribing. Like, if you don't give us free review copies, we won't review this game, and we might talk shit about it.
Oh my goodness.
And the company going, hey, how about we give you all these free review copies so you like give us a nice rate?
Maybe they should give them free copies of the game since it was returned so much.
Oof. Let me put it this way. If you ever go to a video game review site and you see adverts of a game, you know for a fact they're not going to say anything bad about that game, because their money is riding on that.
I think on that note, folks, we can go ahead and call it a night, gentlemen, and everyone watching here tonight. Sean, was there anything additional you wanted to jump in on real quick and give us here?
Genshin Impact, I think, got some awards, and Genshin Impact is also a good game.
That's
Yes,
right.
Yes, it is.
I believe it got the best free-to-play game of the year so far.
I know for a fact
good.
our teammate Zayana Rose, she plays it as well, so big ups to that. I also know that she loves a lot of fan art on it, so I guess that's expected.
Yeah,
but yeah,
It's
no,
filled
okay.
with husbandos and Twinkie boys.
I might actually be able to get free time to play a game soon, so I might even give it a try.
And then I come in just holding a copy of Death Stranding like, hey, brah.
Yeah.
You want to have some time in your hands to not do anything and contemplate the importance of being a UPS delivery man played by Norman Reedus, Bizarre Adventure, Bar 6, Stone Ocean,
Dude,
Steel
all
Ball
right,
Run,
all right.
Hideo Kojima game featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
All right, dude,
All
get
right.
your ass back on the chair.
My
Come
ass is fine, thank you.
on.
All right.
Jesus.
And once again, Sean, thank you so much for jumping in, brother. It's been too long. We need to have you on more often. I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate you joining us here tonight.
Thanks for
you're the
having me.
man. Say hi to Jeanette for us. Like, we love you guys. We miss you guys terribly here.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Of
Yeah,
course.
good, bro.
Anytime.
Man.
Anytime at
Have
all.
a good night, Sean.
You too. Bye.
All right, so I believe that pretty much wraps up the episode. We went a little bit over time, but not by much. But yeah, folks, this has been an awesome, exciting edition here. Juan, go ahead and plug us. Well, actually, before you plug us away, I want to make something very clear, and I want to make this very apparent. On our earlier first subject, does this mean I'm going to be talking about Impact Wrestling on our programming? No, absolutely not. If you want to know about my thoughts, I do have my own personal Twitter account. It is Ava_unit88. I tweet all things wrestling. I'll be giving my own reactions on that, but I'm not going to bring it up on the programming, not even on the Wednesday Night War, because it's the Wednesday Night War.
Not Tuesday night, like, skin tag or whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
Just make a new show, call it fucking Tuesdays.
Fucking Tuesdays.
All right, just want to get that disclaimer out because I know I mentioned it. I mentioned a little bit of Impact on the last edition, but going forward, no, it's not going to happen. Anyways, that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of the Ravens Flock. Be sure to once again share this live stream, share our channel, plug it away with all your friends. Tell everyone who that you know and care about who's in the geek community about how the Ravens Flock works every single week to make your voice our mission. One last thing, Nora's over here saying these journalists sound like they live in their mother's basement or still single while eating Pringles. We'll get into Pringles. We'll get into Pringles another time. Thank you, John Oliver, for that. And we invite you to please, once again, hit the follow button, the subscribe button, and the notification bells that are located down here. Angel, point down.
Hi.
Right down there. It's right down there. Hit that button. That's right down there. And, of course, we ask you to continue to follow us on, where is it? Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock online, home of the Wednesday Night War every Thursday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to check out our uncensored interview and review podcast, The Black Files, on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Consider supporting the Ravens Flock on our Teespring store, teespring.com/stores/the-ravens-flock. Use our promo code FSHIP2020 for free shipping on all our purchases. And, of course, check out our main programming every Saturday, 5:30 to 7 for Los Amigos Play Live, and 7:30 to 9 for the Ravens Flock Live on twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock online and youtube.com/The Ravens Flock. Home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play Live, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning
Angel
in
up
for
here.
an exciting December 12th awesome edition of our flagship show that we've been doing since 2013 for 7 years straight. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
nerds.
actually 8 because we started 2018.
Oh, yeah, that's
13.
23. Oh, yeah, you're right. 8 years straight. Ladies and gentlemen of the nerd community, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.